Welcome on into the Rock and Refuel Recruiting Roundup on the road at the Ed Doherty Awards. The Grand Canyon State Gridiron Club just did a great job presenting the award to Brock Purdy. We'll hear from him later, but first things first, Jason, we have some offers to get to, and things are really heating up for a couple of finalists that were at this award.
Yeah, so Zidane Thomas, the running back from Centennial, and Drake Anderson, the running back from Chandler, were both named in the top 5 for this award, both getting some very nice offers. So Zidane added 2, one from San Diego State, and you've seen the running backs they've had with Rashad Penny and last year in Pumphrey leading the nation in rushing. So it's a big offer from the Aztecs for Zidane, and then another one coming from the University of Utah. So it's his first from the Pac-12, and then pretty special offer I think for Drake Anderson. He gets an offer from Northwestern. His father Damien played there and was the team's all-time leading rusher. So a big deal for a kid, and he very, very deserves it after missing all of his junior year. He proved that he's a Power 5 level player.
And keep in mind with Zidane Thomas, last year Utah was able to come into Arizona and flip TJ Green, another very good running back. They could do the same conceivably with Zidane Thomas. Now we're going to move on to a couple of Saguaro underclassmen, and Keely Ringo. This guy's really heating up.
Yeah, I watched him play early, and it's kind of a no-brainer. He's a sophomore. He's 6'2". He's 185 pounds, so he's super long. He has unreal track speed, ran 10.5 as a freshman. You don't see that very often, so it's not a shock that Washington and Arizona State both extended him scholarship offers last week. And then one of my favorite sleeper prospects in the state out of Saguaro High School, a senior defensive tackle, Michael Maafu, got his first Division I offer, comes from Idaho, and the Vandals will be joining the Big Sky, but I don't think this will be the last offer for Maafu. He's a guy that didn't play as a junior, but he's 6'3". He's 270 pounds right now. Looks great. I went and saw him last week in person, so he's a guy. Defensive tackles are very tough to recruit, tough to find. Not going to be his last offer.
Hawaii's done a much better job over the years picking up their recruiting efforts in Arizona. Last recruiting cycle, they got Micah Vanterpool and Donovan Dalton, and they offer an Apollo defensive lineman.
Yeah, so Ilm Manning over at Apollo High School is one of the hidden gems in the state of Arizona. He's a guy who's a stud offensive tackle. He's a very good defensive lineman. Hawaii, according to head coach Zach Threadgill over at Apollo, doesn't care which side of the ball he plays on. I know Ilm wants to play defensive end. He's about 6'3", 250 pounds with really long arms, so that probably fits right now. But if you watch his tape, he is a very good offensive tackle. I wouldn't be surprised to see Hawaii move him over to the offensive side of the ball.
We've seen some stability in the past couple of weeks with NAU and their coaching staff returning and getting another year, and you're seeing that with the recruiting as they just have offers flying out to guys all over the state.
Yeah, so their whole staff was pretty much in the state of Arizona last week, making their rounds, and they offered quite a few preferred walk-on spots to a bunch of kids, but then they offered scholarships to some very deserving players. So one of those is John Clark, a big defensive tackle over at Liberty High School, a guy that has almost a 4.0 GPA, so he's going to go up there and get his education paid for. Big deal for him. And then Kaleem Waleed over at Perry High School, only a junior wide receiver. He's a star, gets his first offer from Northern Arizona. And Jason Paisano, a very underrated sleeper linebacker down at UMA Catholic, gets his first Division I scholarship offer from NAU.
We are at the Ed Doherty Awards, and here is the winner, Brock Purdy. We were able to catch up with him earlier. First off, Brock, congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Just what does it mean to win this award, and what does it mean for the Perry community?
Well, it's been amazing. I did it for the Perry community. I wouldn't be able to do it without the coaching staff and my teammates and my brothers, and this is for the Puma Nation.
You're returning plenty of talent next year. Do you think Deshane or Colby could be standing on the stage like you were this year?
Yes, sir. Hopefully. We got crazy athletes all over the field, so anyone on our team could take this award next year, and hope they do.
Brock, the show is called the Recruiting Roundup, man. You're being very heavily recruited. Talk about the schools that are still in the mix for you, and some schools that haven't offered you yet, but are still talking to you.
Yes, sir. NAU, Montana State, they're taking home visits, and they're up there with the top schools in my mind, and I'm probably going to take an official to Montana State soon, as well as NAU, and I'm hearing from a couple four-year universities and stuff, just showing interest. But I'm still being patient with the offers and things like that. I think after the December 20th with the first signing and everything, some doors will start opening up. So I'm just being patient with it.
Yeah. So you're going to wait till the February signing period and kind of see where the chips fall. That's your plan right now?
Yes, sir. Yes,
awesome.
Sir.
Smart plan.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's been a great day at the Scottsdale Resort at McCormick Ranch for the Ed Doherty Awards. Make sure to keep it to the Rock and Refuel Recruiting Roundup each and every week as we approach signing day.